Hello everyone, this is Chad Frog from Hearts of Minecraft, and in today's video we will be going over Movecraft ships. Now a quick disclaimer, Movecraft isn't just a drop-in plugin, meaning every server owner has to make their own Movecraft ships, tanks, aircraft, etc. You might be able to create aircraft in other kinds of vehicles on other servers, but those designs won't work on our server. We only support some ship designs, which we will be going through in this video. We're adding other types of vehicles very soon, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to make sure to get notified about our updates. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. Ships are customizable multiple block designs. These usually are a large proportion of concrete and a bit of redstone blocks. Exact values of each type will be shown on the screen, and you can also view this chart by clicking the link in the description. Be sure to check the chart often, as it may get updated in the future. So you have successfully built a ship from scratch. Great, but now, how do you take this thing and move it? Well, it's really simple. Let me show you. Here's the first most important sign. This is your vehicle's type sign. It will enable you to be the pilot of the ship. You need to be the pilot in order to perform other tasks within the ship. This sign just requires your vehicle's type's name, which can be seen in previously mentioned spreadsheet. In this case, we are going to go with the Corvette. Okay, so that's the first step done. You can right click the sign and you will now be able to pilot the ship. If it doesn't let you to be the pilot, instead it displays chat message like this. It's due to your ship not having the right components, meaning you haven't used enough of this component, or you used too much. In this case we are a bit short on concrete, so I am going to add a bit more to the ship. Alright, as you can see I added more concrete, and now I can pilot the ship. You can already move this ship using this stick. Now you can't place or break any blocks on the piloted ship unless you blow it into pieces. Simply use the /release command to give up commandeering of the ship. You can also use a sign for this. Just write release on the sign and right click on it to release. You can also turn your ship. It would be kind of goofy and slow otherwise. Place a sign with the text Helm in square brackets. If you type this right, this helm shape should appear on the sign. You can left click to turn left and right click to turn right. You can also autopilot your ship. Place a sign and then write cruise off. Right clicking the sign while being the pilot will enable the cruise mode, which will automatically move your ship in the direction it's facing. Cruise mode is also faster than moving it regularly with your stick. Okay, so you got your ship. You can navigate it with all sorts of different ways. Now you will probably want to arm the ship to blast your enemies into pieces. First you will need to create a turret. A turret is able to turn by itself, while your ship is not turning. You should make your turret at least 25 blocks big, but no more than 500 blocks. You can use practically anything for your turret as for your ship, with one exception. You can't use terracotta. Terracotta is used for the making of a turret ring of a ship. Turrets should be fully separated by terracotta from the ship, otherwise it won't work. Be careful, the block should also be separated diagonally, because if not the turret once again refuses to turn. If you have constructed your turret and the turret ring, you can now make a sign that will enable you to control the turret. On the first line, type subcraft rotate. On the second line, type turret. And on the third line, you can name your turret. Give it some easily manageable name, as it will be important later. I usually give them a name with a number. In this case, I'm going to call it 3. If you have done these steps right, you can now turn your turret. Similar to the steering wheel sign. Right clicking will now turn it right, left clicking will now turn it left. Now it would be pretty annoying to have a crew member in every single turret for it to be able to turn and aim. You can do this, let's say for example, the captain's bridge. Here is how you create the sign. On the first line, you write the remote sign. Pretty straightforward. On the second line, subcraft rotate. And then on the third line, you specify which turret you want to control remotely. Remember that? Turret name? That goes in line 3. In our case, simply 3. Now you can control your turret from the comfort of your, I guess, prison. And as you can see, we can properly control it and turn it remotely. Awesome! Now we know how a turret works. Feel free to add as many as you want on your ship. Now, with all of that boring stuff out of the way, you can finally equip your ship with naval guns. There are 5 different naval guns that you are able to use currently. And the pictures of how you build them will be shown on the screen, and you can also view them by clicking the link in the description. Different ships can use different guns, some can't even use them at all. And their maximum number allowed on the ship varies greatly. Check out the ship types spreadsheet to see the exact numbers. We have a turret here, which came already pre-installed with working naval guns. Let's pop it open and see what's going inside. Alright, now we can see some interesting stuff. We have usual turret rotation sign, and there are 3 16-inch naval guns inside of this turret. Each have some chests attached to their sides. These chests have to be on the side of the naval guns, and one is enough, which you will be able to auto-load with shells. We have custom recipes for these shells that you can craft. If you want to see the recipes, we have custom recipes in the Discord channel. Also, as always, there is a link in the description. There is also a second spreadsheet which has useful data about all of these shells. You will also need to place some redstone in this exact location. Now you can set up all auto-loading. Let's get aiming and firing the naval gun. Holding a clock and right clicking on the naval gun will make you enter into aiming mode. This will make you control all of the naval guns of the same type on this ship. For our case, all 3 16-inch guns. Holding shift while aiming the cannon in the direction you're looking. The trajectory is indicated by the red glass. Left clicking will load the guns with their ammunition, one by one if there are any in the chest. After they are loaded, you can left click again. One by one they will fire based on the trajectory you gave them in the aiming mode. You can even do this from pretty far away, from example, your captain's bridge. Yeah, if you can see anything. There we go. As you can see, these systems that we just created enabled a single person to control even a battleship, without needing any crew at all. Although, it should be noted that Movecraft is more fun together. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. See you on HowTo.